I can't do another thing.
Good morning, HubSpot Nation. That's who I'm talking to right now, I think.
Yes.
Welcome to Wake Up with Customer Platform, your unofficial HubSpot updates morning show, where we help you discover the platform value you already own. I'm Chris Carolan, and I'm joined by my co-hosts Casey Hawkins and George B. Thomas as we make sure you're not sleeping on HubSpot's true capabilities, at least not on our watch. If you're joining live, drop a hello in the comments and let us know what you're building in HubSpot today. Happy Friday, April 4th, Casey, George. How you doing today?
Doing great. The pollen is doing things to my body that
Yeah. How's AI going to solve that for us, huh?
I wish it could. My buddy put a post out on social. It was like a snow blower, but it was blowing pollen off of the truck.
God, stop it. Like, ugh. Yeah, you walk out to the car, it's just like got a little yellow sheen over it. Yeah.
You know it's bad when your wife is like thanking Jesus that it's raining because it's washing the pollen off.
I was gonna say we've gotten a lot of rain here this week, so that's it made me,
Speaking of raining updates today.
Nailed it.
But we've only got 10, but there's some interesting ones to say the least. Already one from this morning too. They are at it up and early today. Automatic ticket topic identification.
Ooh.
Powered by AI. Now we're talking, folks.
Digging it.
What is it? With this new functionality, the ticket property category will be automatically populated with the help of AI.
Why does it matter? Analyzing ticket topic is essential for support leaders. Analyzing ticket topics is essential for support leaders for a number of different reasons. Understanding topic and problem trends ad hoc in order to identify potential major org-wide issues, such as outages or bugs. Understand frequently mentioned topics with a long time to close, or topics with less than average feedback scores in order to plan rep training or coaching on respective topics. Understand topic gaps in knowledge base articles and identify which additional knowledge base articles could reduce future ticket volume. Right now, leaders need to rely on their reps manually filling out the category property on ticket objects. With the new automatic ticket topic identification powered by AI, managers will have access to more complete and more accurate picture of topic trends in support tickets.
Way to get through that one, Casey.
Yeah, this is nice. First of all, isn't it amazing how one letter can just jack it up? Now, if this would have said understanding topics and problem trends, like, or actually analyzing ticket topics is essential, then it could have been for the Canadian listeners or watchers of the show. Because it was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Man, but here's the thing. I'll tell you what isn't at the wrong place at the wrong time. This update.
This update's great.
We are all over it today.
Here's what I love is that it says it with sort of almost not saying it. You can't rely on your human to do the thing that they need to do. So here at HubSpot, we've created AI to do that for you. Like if I summarize why it matters, that's basically what they're saying here.
That's where my head went. And that's where we as humans need to know that we're not good at this. And we should be welcoming AI into our lives.
Yeah.
Because this is we talk about this profoundly, since we started talking about it. Like, how do you trust people when they say what their problem is, versus what it actually is when you start the conversation? And when you have people in the middle trying to help each other, and then they're the ones categorizing, the tickets. Let's get some help from AI. And just one small request to any product managers watching, if you could, in your AI prompts, when you're asking AI to write these product updates for you, mention that there's some people that do a morning show that say this stuff out loud, and that if you could write it, to maybe help us do that, that would be super cool.
If you can modify the prompt to say, and make this easy.
Yeah, easy to say out loud. Who gets it? Service Hub Enterprise accounts. Yeah. Pro tip, almost any of the super cool advanced technical stuff related to tickets and categorization and routing and all this stuff is available at the Service Enterprise level.
Yeah. As
yes. Automated inactive user deactivation. Whoa.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Let's see once you click on this, man.
What is it? Automated inactive user deactivation is an automation that removes inactive users, i.e. users who have not logged into HubSpot in over 90 days on a monthly basis.
Why does it matter? Inactive user accounts pose a significant security risk as they can be vulnerable to account takeover, ATOs, and data breaches. Manually managing inactive users can be time-consuming and inefficient, often leading to oversights and delays. This feature automates the deactivation of inactive users, reducing the risk of unauthorized access and strengthening your account security. This means you can minimize security risks, save time and effort, improve user management. With automated inactive user deactivation, you can focus on growing your business while we take care of keeping your HubSpot account secure and efficient. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So here's the deal. And it's interesting that this happened this morning. I got an email this morning and it made me happy and it also made me sad at the same time. There was a day when I would actually go out and DoorDash because I wanted to get out of the house and I wanted to travel around and I just wanted extra money. It's obviously been a very long time since I've done that. And I got an email today telling me that my account was deactivated.
Sorry.
Wait, what? I'm never going to do it again. I don't know why I was sad for a moment. I was actually very happy. But here's the thing with this. I get nervous, but I also get happy because I know I've gone into so many portals and like during the audit process, which by the way, this is one less thing that you would have to audit. And one more thing you could tell them just to turn on. But there's so many people that have inactive users in their HubSpot portal. It's like, okay, I read below. I don't see anywhere. And I'm hoping that this is what happens. I'm hoping if I'm the person that's 60 days, 70 days, 80 days in, that I'm getting an email that says, hey, log into your HubSpot. Because God forbid I'm the CEO and I get busy and I'm just not going to HubSpot because I have teams of people that are doing the things in HubSpot. And then one day at about 2 a.m, when I can't sleep and I decide that I want to look at some metrics, I've been deactivated. Like,
well, that's when you just ask your accidental admin to get them for you, right? I'm with you, George. But also,
the CEO is the exact example I was thinking. Yeah.
Right. But also, that's like what we're telling admins right now. Get good at people management and getting them to use HubSpot. Like if we're at that point where somebody is supposed to be logging into HubSpot and they have not in 90 days, something else like is probably wrong with your situation. So don't rely on that trigger and that breakup email to solve the problem for you. Yeah, hard to imagine this being like a healthy like use case. Like somebody, yeah, let me move on here.
Well, before you move on, what happens in a world where everything that we used to audit becomes a switch in HubSpot? Okay, now you can move on.
All right.
I'm still thinking about if I ordered from DoorDash and George B. Thomas showed up at my door. I'd be like,
Oh my God!
Now, yeah, that's the clone. That's the next clone. Is
A dash
the robot, the robot version of George B.
I'll
Thomas
forget.
delivering.
Wait, actually, hang on. Hang on.
Yeah, come on.
Don't forget to be a happy, helpful human.
There you go.
There we go. Speaking of more AI scanning, scan CRM activities for sensitive data. What is it? Sensitive data scanning helps you decide if you need the sensitive data feature for your account. Okay, not where I thought this was going. With your permission, HubSpot checks your CRM activities, notes, tasks, meetings, calls, and emails coming soon to find potential sensitive information and alerts you about what it discovers.
Why does it matter? By enabling scanning, you can discover if you're unknowingly storing sensitive data. This helps you identify where sensitive information might exist in your account, allowing you to activate sensitive data features if needed for additional protection.
Okay. So my brain goes in two different directions. I sort of got him on here for comic relief sometimes.
You are.
My brain goes in two different directions. Well, first of all, I look forward to the next update that says, and we automatically hide it for you and put it somewhere for you to then make a decision on. But what I feel like this is going to be is that they're going to find it and be like, you should upgrade to XYZ ABC because you have these 17 things that you, Jimmy, the new sales guy, didn't even know. Oh God. First of all, I love this. I don't want any sensitive data in my portal personally because I don't have it turned on. So I see where this is a good thing, but I immediately saw two roads where this could go. And one is product and revenue driven, and one is helpful human driven. I'm interested to know which road we're going to travel down as we move forward.
Yeah, probably a little bit of both. And just take care if you're an admin and you see this as an opportunity to upgrade to enterprise. And as you do that, you surprise the hell out of people that think there should not be any sensitive data in the platform at all, and watch them stop adding all their emails and all the stuff that has the sensitive data in it that may or may not deserve to be in HubSpot. So
I'm imagining two or three nerds in a back room scratching their head. How come tracking log went down 72.5% lately? I don't.
Exactly. Moving on. View. This is super cool. Like, hello, Max Cohen. If you probably care about this. View marketing event history with the new registrant card in contact records. What is it? Access marketing event participation information directly in your contacts records with the new registrant CRM card. View a complete centralized history of each contact's event participation right where you need it.
Why does it matter? The registration CRM card provides immediate visibility into your contact's event participation without disrupting your workflow. See registration status, attendance information, and engagement history in one place, eliminating the time-consuming switching between contact record and event records to find critical information. Man, the updates really messing with me today.
Yeah, I think our boy at Simple Events cares about this one too. Yeah, George?
Oh, without Justin Givens, Max Cohen, Happily Team, yes, without a doubt. Can I HubSpot? I don't know if you listen. When I talk, you probably hit the mute button. I get it, but and I might do that to myself on some days. I know my wife tried the other night. She's like, does this work on you? It doesn't. I'm sorry. When in the why does it matter? Can you start to give us like action items, like based on the fact that this card is here now? And the data that we're collecting to show you the thing on the card, it means you can do XYZ ABC 1, 2, 3 that you didn't used to be able to do and understand like
That's our job, George.
Yeah, George,
Like, are you
don't put
trying
us
to
out of a
replace
job.
us?
Come on.
Come
I
on, man.
mean,
No,
George,
that's fair. That
what-
would make our job significantly easier for sure, because still people are
help a
going through
brother
that
out.
product
I'm
update.
just saying. Yeah.
This one, I caught a glimpse of this yesterday. Views and checkouts on payment links, upcoming sunset.
oh,
What is it? To view checkouts, you can use payment to payment link to see the payment link associated with the payment in the payment index page. Alternatively, you can view page views and a number of transactions in Google Analytics. And I've gone cross-eyed.
Sally sells seashells at the seashore. Wait, what? What kind of maddening payment? Oh my God, I'll shut up.
So this matters because you will no longer be able to see view checkouts and view to checkout rate on the payment links index page. Views from the payment link will also not be shown on the timeline of the contact record page. I find it interesting that it's like you can now view this in Google Analytics. Like HubSpot's like, we're not doing it anymore. You have Google. Go like
I'm still trying to figure out if I've been doing this or not historically.
I don't know.
I don't know if this matters to me.
Yeah, so clearly we probably don't mind it being sunset. But also, like, if you haven't listened to the Hub Heroes podcast, where George had Jack and Adam from Commerce Hub team, please take a listen. They talk about, I loved Adam's take on like the checkout experience related to signing quotes and paying for stuff, and no more of this like back and forth emails, sign, click this button to sign stuff. And but if you haven't listened to that, next week at the Admin's Hug, they're introducing cash flow, maybe the biggest hug of the year.
Be there, be square.
Yeah, that's likely why they're gonna replace this, which clearly we're not aware of if we're using or not, with a better experience related to all the payment transactions and revenue and all that stuff. So, it's interesting that Admin's Hug, like, there's a lot of people super engaged. But this one, I've been sharing it like coming up, and nobody's like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I'll check it out. Like, oh, I just signed up like right now. Like, so really excited to see that. Please pay attention to what Cashflow is bringing to the portal. Commerce Hub team is doing an amazing job.
It's going to be awesome.
Contact email logging rules. Oh, speaking of not letting all our sensitive data in the portal, what is it? Contact email logging rules let admins configure their portal to automatically capture all communications between users and existing contacts in HubSpot.
Why does it matter? The current default logging behavior only captures contact emails that are replies to already logged user emails, which can lead to important communications being missed in your CRM. When a contact responds to a sequence, but their email isn't logged, when you send emails from your mobile device without using the BCC address, when you forget to click log your email client. Previously, you needed to use the forwarding address or the retroactive log button, requiring extra manual steps to capture missing emails. Can we go into how it works? I'm confused.
Help us out, George.
Yeah. And I immediately have like multiple people that I'm like, they can get rid of the BCC that they've been using because that's the hack. It no longer is it a hack, it's this thing. But in settings, you can navigate the objects, activities, email log and track to find the new sections for contact email logging rules. The default value is log replies to logged threads only, which will keep functionality as it has always been. To get the new behaviors, select log all emails to from known contacts. This will log all emails between the personal connected emails of users who have personal email access permissions and contacts who are not on the never log list. If you choose the new logging behavior, be aware of these key differences. All emails users. Okay, yeah, that does make sense. I'm just jacking it up. All emails users send from outside of HubSpot, such as the email client, mobile apps, to existing contact records will log to the CRM. All emails from existing contacts to users will log to the CRM, and emails sent outside of HubSpot to recipients who are not contacts will not log. You will need to continue using the sales extensions or add the BCC address for those scenarios. I added that last piece. Email attribution. Emails that are logged from contacts that are net new email threads will be attributed to HubSpot users accordingly. If the email only has one recipient, attribute to that user. If the email has multiple recipients, but only one is associated with a user, attribute to that user. An email address is associated. My goodness.
Sorry, George.
Rubrics here. An email address is associated with a user if they have it. I need to get GPT out just to make sense.
Yeah.
Like 3 lines. If they have it as a connected, this would be a great place for an infographic. User, if they have it as a connected personal email address, is their HubSpot user account email or an alias. Number 3. I see the finish line. Number 3, if the email has multiple recipients and more than one associated with a user, attribute to the contact owner. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we usually don't read that part.
Yeah. And that's what rules, whatever they say, we have rules now that you can set up. Like that's like how complex it is. And that's why we don't have all the rules engines that a lot of other tools have, because it's really hard to simplify this stuff. Or we could just focus on providing value on social and other places in that email.
You nailed it, George. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I need a good workout every now and then.
Yeah, really get the vocal muscles,
There you go.
Ready for the day.
Warming up for inbound.
There you go.
Yeah. So take care. So actually, speaking of getting all of the sensitive data that you don't want in the portal, just turn that on, and then you'll have it. Yeah, with great power comes great responsibility.
A direct path to upgrade. All right, let's move on.
Auto save properties on the About section and record preview. So the auto save journey continues. Today we have editing properties on the record page and preview sidebar is now faster, easier, and more intuitive. Instead of clicking save after each edit, thank you so much, HubSpot will save your property edits as they are made on the About This Record section on the left sidebar of the record page, as well as the preview sidebar.
This is very nice. Why does it matter? Property autosave will reduce the number of clicks required to enter data in the CRM, making data entry fast and saving you time. Additionally, property autosave will decrease the risk of data entry errors and data loss when users forget to hit save before moving on to the next task in the CRM. Users' work will be saved as they go. If I had a penny for every time that I made a change and forgot to click save.
Oh man, yeah. Is this the last spot now? Should have been taking inventory of all the autosave spots here. I should just ask the team directly. Any left? Yeah, this is amazing. I was just doing this earlier this week. Creating some deals directly from the index page, like one after the other, and updating deals and having to go down and click that orange button every time. Do I risk it and do like 5 properties at a time and then click the save button and risk like accidentally going back to the last page? Or do I just click save after every one? So
sometimes you got to live on the edge, Chris. Gotta live on the edge.
Yeah. Oh, the data management edge. receive inbound calls with calling apps in HubSpot. I went over this a couple days ago. If you're using a third-party calling app in HubSpot, you can now receive inbound calls anywhere within HubSpot and navigate around while on live calls. The new integrated inbound plus outbound calling experience is now available with Zoom Phone and Ring Central, with other apps coming soon. I think the first time we mentioned this, it was specific to AirCall, and now we already see 2 more apps. So
Why does this matter? Using a third-party app that fully supports inbound calling offers the following benefits. You can make outbound calls and answer inbound calls in your app of choice anywhere within HubSpot. You can navigate around HubSpot while on live calls and access call recordings directly in HubSpot. Outbound and inbound calls are automatically logged on the call index page, where you can take real-time notes and review a call after it ends.
pretty straightforward. And related to that, phone number port, US. What is it? Porting is the process of transferring an existing phone number from one service provider to another. This allows a switch in providers without the need to change the phone number.
Why does this matter? HubSpot porting feature allows you to enable key benefits of your calling workflow, easy phone number setup, maintains brand identity, mitigate customer confusion. That was my bad.
Yeah, I remember when this first popped up, and they're doing it like, all over the world too. So that's why they're classifying, like categorizing US here. Like these are the little things like that, stops businesses from like starting to use like super powerful tools when there's just like a ton of work involved to like, especially when we're basically going from old way of like AT&T, like managing your phone number to, new way of using software tools to manage these systems to get you access to the cool things, like AI managing your call trees and your intros and things like that. But sometimes it's hard to break free from those old ways. And we appreciate them working.
Yeah, we're not going to read it here, but make sure you check out the how does it work. I see a screenshot of 5 things that I need to let somebody know I understand and agree to.
Oh, wow.
I want to read that before I actually decide if I'm going to use the thing or not. And I'm not saying anything negative about this. I'm just saying if you're watching this, go. We don't always say go and actually check out at a deeper level. I'm saying this time, go and check out at a deeper level this update to fully wrap your head around if you're going to do this or not. Because I like it. I think it's a great idea. But don't make a response.
Especially this number 4.
Yeah, don't make a knee-jerk response. Exactly.
I understand that porting these phone numbers only includes voice capabilities. SMS usage is not functional on the same line once ported.
Just
almost there. We're getting close to like full parity across the board. But all right, reCAPTCHA score based bot form submissions detection. Our favorite product update title, I think, of all time. Just like, I love it when it's just all buzzwords, like all like technical buzzwords. What is it with the introduction of reCAPTCHA score-based bot form submissions detection? Form submissions are now validated against the score provided by Google's reCAPTCHA tool, which provides a risk score ranging from 0.0 to 1.0, with 1 meaning low risk, 0 meaning high risk. Any submission with a reCAPTCHA score between 0.0 and 0.1 will be automatically marked as spam, with spam type filtered by reCAPTCHA. This validation applies to all regular HubSpot forms that include a reCAPTCHA. By implementing this feature, you can prevent bot submissions from corrupting your CRM data, ensuring only genuine form submissions are prioritized for follow-up and engagement.
Why does this matter? Bot form submissions can significantly pollute your CRM data, making it difficult to separate genuine leads from fraudulent interactions. This not only wastes your team's time, but also hampers the efficiency of your marketing and sales workflows. The new reCAPTCHA score-based bot form submission detection feature addresses the issue by leveraging Google's reCAPTCHA score to assess the risk of each form submission. By automatically identifying and flagging high-risk submissions as spam, this feature ensures your CRM remains clean and reliable, saving you valuable time and effort. Sometimes I feel like when I read those names, I'm like, trademark.
Yeah. So I don't think there were screenshots in here last time. Maybe that's why it's back in, because I don't remember them. But these screenshots remind me of a thing that has always slightly irritated me. And by the way, I could be completely speaking out of ignorance right now. And if you're a developer and you're like, duh, George, then hit me up and let me know. Last time I checked, we live in 2025. Why is the reCAPTCHA so dang ugly? Like, why can't we customize it to look a little bit more user-friendly? I don't even know what the 3 arrows have anything to do with anything, especially not with my brand. The blue is like, God, come on.
It's also like big, and you can't change how big it is. Like, I'm constantly like on mobile forms specifically. I'm trying to get it to fit. It's a little strange.
Can we? And maybe this is a Google thing and not even a HubSpot.
Mhm.
Google, can we just
I think it is.
5 man-hours and make this thing look white and gray and sleek and like, what? Why?
Why do we even have to say it? Like,
Ugh.
why does the user have to see it, you know?
Again, could be speaking out of ignorance. If you're a developer and you're like, you could do
I've definitely never seen it in not this design.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So like,
no, that's
Why?
a fair request.
It's
Fair
not what
request.
I expected you to say there, George, but I'm fully on board.
No, that was not what you, I mean, I could have just said, that's what I could have said.
Wait, you got me fired up about it today. I'm going to complain about this all day.
Exactly.
I hope no one has a call with me today. You're going to hear about it.
You'd be like, hey, how are you doing? Have you looked at the reCAPTCHA lately?
Specifically, the reCAPTCHA score-based bot form submissions detection.
Trademark.
Oh, that feels like a great place to wrap today's show. Remember, folks, you probably already own the solution you're looking for in HubSpot, and maybe it's marketing event registering cards on your CRM records. Sometimes you just need to wake up to it. Join us Monday morning as we continue exploring what's new in HubSpot. Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments and let us know what capabilities you want us to wake up to next. Until then, I'm Chris Carolan.
I'm Casey Hawkins.
And I'm George V. Thomas.
And this has been Wake Up with Customer Platform. Now go build something amazing. Have a great weekend, everybody.